Hi, I'm Bill Diehl with KPMG. Did volume eliminate supply-based challenges? In a fixed cost business, volume does solve many problems. The data also supports our position that the entire supply base is in a much better spot today. However, it is also clear that with volume comes a number of new challenges that, if not dealt with effectively, will lead to a lack of stability and viability. What are these challenges? The two obvious ones that have gotten most of the press are capacity constraints and talent shortages. It should be no surprise to anyone that capacity is a major issue. We all know that in a capital-intense, just-in-time business, significant volume fluctuation is difficult at best to accommodate. The second issue is talent shortage, which will be a longer-term fix. Experienced people left the market and our apprenticeship programs have deteriorated. Companies are now developing programs to create talent from within, but in the near term, there is no substitution for experience. Quality and margin erosion are the two additional challenges which will begin to take center stage. Quality is quickly moving up the list of hot concerns due to government's increased scrutiny and the delayed action taken by a number of OEMs. Today, we are seeing more and more recalls as OEMs want to make sure they are being viewed as proactive. The question that is still to be answered is whether the increased level of recalls will continue. We believe that if you look at the stress that has been put on the supply base since the resurgence of volumes, combined with a greater sense of urgency of the OEMs to take action, the recalls will continue. This will put the supply base at an increased risk, with costs ranging from potential quality chargebacks to increased quality control processes. Margin erosion is the one challenge that many suppliers have not yet focused on. This is especially important for those suppliers that are privately held with traditional debt structures. By the way, this group of suppliers account for approximately 2/3 of the supply base. Although the supply base is profitable, profits are not at an acceptable level, and with cost increases looming, margins will continue to deteriorate. What are these costs? Let's start with the cost of debt. As interest rates rise, higher debt loads will equate to higher costs. Operating inefficiencies are a problem. Manufacturing companies continue to run at or near capacity, which is stressing their equipment and people, leading to inefficiencies on the shop floor. The large number of launches are also contributing to these inefficiencies. Normal inflation pressures, along with customer cost downs, will also continue to negatively impact margins. Suppliers must reinvigorate their continuous improvement process to offset these costs and curb the margin deterioration. The current focus on reduced fixed costs by many companies continues to hamper this process. In conclusion, record launches, capacity constraints, talent shortages, quality issues, operating efficiencies, and margin erosion will all continue to jeopardize the stability of the supply base. It is critical that both suppliers and OEMs focus together on assisting the supply base in maximizing its bottom line through operational efficiencies, strong strategic plans, and better communication between parties. The answer to the original question is that challenges still exist. How we address them in the near term will determine the stability of the supply base in the future.